Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday from Daryl here in Connecticut. It's another cold, cloudy day here on the East Coast. So the truth comes out, or the truth for today, let's call it. Like I said, I could spot a liar. Not to, I'm not bragging here. Like they say, a thief can spot a thief. Even now, I've been clean and sober for 13 years, and um, I'm very honest these days, but I remember the mindset I used to have. I remember the way I would formulate a lie. I'd formulate manipulation. When you lie in bed and don't sleep for 3, 4 days, which was what happens when you're in withdrawals, it gives you, and your mind just concentrates on this one single goal of getting this drug. It gives you a lot of just minute after hour after day of concentrating on a single goal. And it makes you very single minded in manipulation and lying and just tactics into getting what you want. And I've seen these. I've seen the lying, the dishonesty, let's say, in our current administration. So some of the truth came out. It's coming out. Like I said, I don't know. The truth with this administration, the truth is subjective, objective. I'm not even sure which one I think it's subjective. Okay, so today it comes out that Trump authorized the hit on Soleimani as early as last summer if one American death was caused by Iran. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying that's, as an American, that could be my mother, my sister, my brother, whatever. And I'm not arguing the fact of Soleimani, an Iranian for an American. I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that he was a bad guy. My problem is we have a dishonest president that manipulates the public. That is a manipulative, dishonest person, and that is my problem. My problem is we can't that in situations like this, when these situations arise, we have no idea what the truth is. And when I say we, I mean the other 30, not the 35% that believe every word, every syllable out of his mouth. I mean the rest of us, the people that are in the cult of Trump. We have no idea what the truth is. Even once this administration first took office, who was it? Was it his spokeslady there? That the alternative facts. I don't even know. The truth is just very vague. There is really no truth with this administration, and that's a problem. It's a problem for us, and it's a problem for the whole entire world. We have no trust with him ripping up the agreements and ripping up treaties, and nobody knows. Nobody knows. He's a loose cannon. He's just a dishonest man. Bottom line. I thought about this last night. I'm gonna skip over something else really briefly. What it takes for me to respect just anybody, anybody in my life. And I thought about honesty. If somebody's a liar, if another man is a liar, that's a big fucking problem. I have no respect for somebody that lies. I have no trust more for somebody that lies. They've got to have compassion for other people. They've got to be a hard worker. Either somebody that served in the military or somebody that's gotten their hands dirty, bloody, blistered. Somebody that knows a hard day's work. These are the things that I give respect for in another man, another human being, but specifically a man. And I thought about this. I'm not sure what brought this up. I overheard this conversation at the IGA, something about respect and one of the workers or something. And I started thinking. I wasn't thinking about politics, and I wasn't thinking about Trump. I was thinking about as I was driving the car, I started thinking about what do I respect? What does it take for me to respect somebody, to have respect for somebody? And it was those things. And then all of a sudden, something about Trump came on the radio. And I was like, he has none of these. And the biggest one being honesty. You know, if somebody in my life is on routinely dishonest, I will cut them out of my life. If somebody can't be trusted, they're of no worth to me. And if they're a close family member, they need to be. You need to have some kind of intervention or something, because the situation, you cannot have that in your life. It's an unstable part, and that's what we have now with this president. It's an instability that's unacceptable, I believe, in the country and in the world. It is. So anyway, yeah, it's coming out just today now that he authorized this hit on Soleimani as early as last summer, if another American was killed. Now, of course, as people like us, the other 65%, the non-cult of Trump, have a problem with this. They're going to, the cult of Trump will spin it in that we love Soleimani, we love terrorists, we like Iran more than America, we're traitors. It's not it. It's not it at all. I have a problem just with with him as a man. That's my problem. That's my problem. It has nothing to do with Iran. It's his dishonesty. That I don't know what. There's no stability out of Washington D.C. at all. And it's rather ironic that he campaigned on a promise to drain the swamp, and this is by far the most conniving, dishonest, self-centered, corrupt government I have ever seen in my lifetime, and that's including Nixon. I was about 10 years old with Nixon, and I remember buying an ice cream from an ice cream truck. And the ice cream vendor, like 5 or 6 of us kids were up at the window buying ice cream. And the ice cream vendor, he was a younger guy, and he made each of us kids say, "Impeach Nixon," before he would sell us an ice cream. My father had a big problem with this. He was a Democrat, but he had a big problem with this, that somebody was going to deny me an ice cream, know that I was being manipulated in this fashion. And being the park ranger where this ice cream was being sold, we never saw the ice cream man again, which is unfortunate. But it's just a look back at another period, how history repeats itself somewhat. But this president, by far, is the most dishonest president. Now, back, like I was saying, back to Iran. Okay, so he authorized this hit. So let's talk about the 4 embassy thing, which I knew. What did I tell you guys? What have I been telling you guys for the last 3 days? It's a lie, man. It's a lie. A liar could spot a liar. And you guys, like I said, if you've been watching my videos, I'm not calling myself a liar right now. I'm not bragging about it in my past. I could spot a liar. That was, I was one of the biggest manipulative, lying son of a bitches you'd ever want to know. And I could spot the way, the reason, the build-up to untruth. And that was it. He was on the spot. It was an answer that was vague enough to get him out of a situation. Oh, what a tangled web we weave, right? All right, there's more to it. Pompeo made a statement that just yesterday, I believe it was, that he's pulling away from the 4 embassy theory. He's pulling away that it was an overall tactic used to take away some of the danger of Iran to American citizens. It was part of an overall plan to deal with Iran. The bottom line, again, I go back to Saudi Arabia. I do, because Iran and Saudi Arabia have a power issue, a power struggle in the Middle East right now. And I think a lot of it goes back to that. It's still my theory. But this is the bottom line. These days, I mean, it's Washington D.C. has never been known for its shining honesty. Let's just say that. But these days, I think the other 65% of us that aren't from the cult of Trump cannot believe one syllable out of our president's mouth, and that's a problem. That's a big problem that I can't imagine going another 4 years, well, almost 5 years, really. I can't imagine. Um, can you imagine how many how many dishonesties? I even try to give him a break and shy away from the hard calling him a liar and blatant lie. And I'll tend to try to use untruths or dishonesty just to even cut him a break, because it's a harsh name tag to carry, that you're a flat out bald faced liar. Um, but he is, and the fact that we can't trust him and the world can't trust him is a huge problem. It brings about an instability in the country and the world. Um, and who knows? Who knows? The story will change again. Um, so that's the story today. That's the story from Washington D.C. That's their truth for today. That it's not, the foreign embassy thing's kind of fading away now. I don't even know how do they when they're asked about, well, why did you say four embassies? God knows, what are they going to respond to that? They'll change it, as a typical liar would. They'll change the subject. They'll say that the person misunderstood, or they the favorite line of a liar. I misspoke. I misspoke. Yeah, he misspeaks every day. Every time he opens his mouth, he misspeaks. And I don't think I'm exaggerating too much on that, really. And this isn't just because I don't like him. It's not because he won in 2016. It's not because Hillary was beat. It's because I have no respect for him as a man. He's never gotten his hands dirty in his life. He's never done an honest day's work. He's never served our country in the military. And he does not know the truth from a lie if his life depended on it. And those factors right there is my problem with Donald Trump. All right. You guys have a good Tuesday.